Hey everybody, this video is going to walk you through how to use a tool called Zooniverse. Now you've already learned a little bit about artificial intelligence and a little about machine learning. This actually is a way for machines to learn. Humans have to sort through images or sort through data so that the machines can be taught what they're looking at or listening to or trying to find. So to do that, we're going to go to zooniverse.org, and from there, we're going to click on CL Projects in the center of the first screen. From here, you have a choice of a lot of different topics. There's so many different projects out there. Originally, this started with somebody from the University of Minnesota or a department there doing something that was, I'm trying to remember the name of it, but Lucy Fortson was one of the people involved with it. And it was super cool about looking at stars in space. So if you were looking for something like that, you'd click on space and, oh, it looks like it's still out there. Galaxy Zoo, that was one of the first ones. Okay, so there's a lot that have to do with outer space. If you're into space and that sort of thing, great. Literature, you can see there's a couple of different things that are literature related. Let's see. History, let's see what they have now. Star notes, you can see some of the things fall into different areas or multiple areas. Okay. I'm going to look for one that has to do with pollinators. Let's see, pollinator watch. That's what I'm looking for. So I happen to like bees. That's because I like things like honey and apples and zucchini. And without bees and pollinators, we really don't have that sort of thing. So what I'm going to do is help to categorize images of pollinators, whether or not they're there. To do this project, you'll need to find the one called Pollinator Watch. And you go to About if you want to learn more information about it. And they'll explain their research and everything they're doing. And you go to Classify to actually join. There's usually a pop-up window that'll explain how to do what you need to do. In this case, it says, in this short tutorial, you'll be guided through your task, which is to find pollinators that visit the Arctic flowers. So basically what you're going to do with this one is if you see a pollinator, you click yes. If you can't spot any, you click no. Should be fairly easy. Sometimes you see some things that are pollinators, sometimes you don't. Okay. Click continue. And it's walking you through what you're looking at. You're actually going to want to go through and read these. And don't freak out if you don't see pollinators. This is all part of the process, right? They get millions of images, and your job is just to click through and say yes or no. If you're not sure about annotation, because I'll mention that, it says don't worry if you're a little unsure if something's a pollinator or not. You can always have a look through the field guide, and you'll see where that is in a minute. Available on the right-hand side of the screen, or click the button that says need some help with this task. So many people will look through each individual images. So individual mistakes shouldn't matter too much in the whole. So basically, you're not the only person looking at these images. Other people look at them too and kind of like check each other, okay? So you just do your best as you're going through. And if you're wondering where all the pollinators are, well, not all the images have them, and that's why this is important, okay? So that's basically it. We'll click Let's Go. And here we are, we have an image of this Arctic flower. A lot of these are going to be blurry. That's okay because they have to zoom in, and we know that images, especially on webcams, get really blurry. I don't see anything that looks like a pollinator to me, so I'm going to click No. I'm going to go through, still don't see any. So my job is just to keep going through until I see one. And I'll come back in a minute and let you know if I actually find one. Woohoo! After doing about 25 images, I've finally found a pollinator. So I'm going to click yes, and then I'm going to click done, and then I just keep going. Sometimes it'll come up and say, you know, do you want to classify it and that kind of thing. You might get a message about that as well. If you ever want to go back to the tutorial, you click tutorial, and it'll walk you back through again. So that's it in a nutshell. You don't have to sign in. You don't have to create an account. In fact, because you're under 16, they don't want you to create an account unless your parent helps you. You can't participate in the chat part unless you have an account. And, so it's probably better that you don't have one anyway, just for your own safety. But there are lots of projects, again, to see other projects, and you don't have to work on just one. But I would encourage you to spend at least 5 or 10 minutes on each one that you do. There are so many options, some that have to do with the arts, biology, okay, lots of different things, sciences, literature, medicine, and so much more. So enjoy your time looking at various images from around the planet and beyond, and helping machines to learn and working with AI. Take care, everybody.